Hello everyone and welcome to Parliament and your first video tutorial on our pipeline here. We currently use a pipeline tool called VX, also known as Visual Explorer, but VX for short. And the way we get started is in the top right hand corner of your Linux box, you will see a little square root sign in blue here. You simply just want to click that and launch Explorer. It takes a second to pop up here, but we're working currently in version 0.933. These versions do change constantly, so if something's a little different when you launch it and you have questions, just let your leads know and they can certainly help you out with that. All right, so this is the UI for our Visual Explorer. The first thing that we want to do is in the top left-hand corner here, this is our project directory. So we would just want to source to wherever our project is. Let's just add one here. We want to add Genesis to this. All we have to do, we can type in Genesis up here and click the star, and then that will be defaulted up to the top here. But I'm going to currently work out of Southwest, which I'm currently open on, so we'll just stick with that. But you'll see all your starred projects will stay up here at the top, make it easier for you to launch into it the next time you join. So once we're through that, I just want to walk through the different UI windows here. Over here on the left, this is our project directory. This is how we kind of work through our entire pipeline, is on this left-hand side. In the center here, on the top, we have the elements area. This is where all the plates will reside, all the renders, everything you output from your software will show up here automatically in VX. Down below, this is where all of our scripts reside. And so anything from Maya to Nuke to Houdini, whatever, all those project files will be existing here, so you can launch from that in the future. Over on the right-hand side, we have the information tab. The properties kind of show some metadata and things for shots when you select on them. We don't use this too often, but what we do use quite frequently is the notes tab. So this is where all notes for projects are, and I will go through that individually. But let's start back here on the left-hand side and kind of go through our pipeline a little bit here. The clipboard is a very useful tool that we use in Nuke. I will show you that in a future tutorial. The source folder, this is our IO folder. And for most Nuke artists, they will not need to use this area as much. This is more for leads and flame artists. All of our imports and exports from the jobs are going to be here. From the EDLs to the audios to whatever else we need. The dailies folder, mainly used by 3D right now, but they can publish the dailies and we can review those directly from there. Assets folder, again, is mainly for 3D. This is just where all the character animations, models, and all the look dev will start to happen. We'll mainly be working out of the shots folder, but first I'm going to go to the users folder. User folders are for each individual. If you download some reference from the internet or it's a plate that you want to use, you can simply create a folder within the user folder, drop those things into it, and then bring those into your scripts and use them. This way it will exist on the network. You should never work off your desktop because obviously if somebody opens your script and it's on your desktop, we can't use it. But if you put things in the user folder, we can still universally use that and render to the farm. All right, so let's move back up to the shots folder. Shots folder from the top here. Underneath here directly is the sequences within the job. Currently we have an R&D and a test folder set up. We're at the very beginning stages of this job, but your projects will be here. There could be multiple ones. But yeah, so that's the first 3-digit code that you will need to get from your lead. If we go down to the test folder, next thing underneath, we toggle down, we can see there are 5 shots currently, shots 10 through 50. And when we're on the top level of this job, we will see all the assets that are associated with that sequence. Everything that's been published, every render, everything. But as we go down this tree here and we click on an individual shot, you'll only see things that are pertaining directly to that shot itself. We'll go down one step further, and the next step is all the individual tasks that exist within that job. So background is for all the plates that are exported automatically out of Flame. The animation cleanup, all these things are outsourcing, and of course our comp folder, which is what we will be working out of, which I will go over in the next tutorial. Moving on here, just to kind of show you a few more things. In the elements library, now that we're within the shot, again, sometimes this can get very overpopulated within the job. There are filter tasks up here at the top, which you can filter to show exactly what you want. So if you only want the background plates and the things that have been exported for you, you can do that. This list will grow as tasks grow. So if you want to see just effects, you can click the effects once it's there, and it'll just pull up those, or the lighting. They will all be there. So you don't have to kind of look through all the different assets for everything. You can simply just click on a new one that you want to see and click apply, and it will show that information here as well. Simply uncheck it, click apply, and those will disappear. In the bottom here, again, all your scripts. So there's Maya scripts and Nuke scripts for the shot. You can again sort those tasks here appropriately and just see the tracking tasks or tracking layout or all of them. So none will show you all. And then on the right hand side, again, this is the information tab. The notes section is the most apparent. So if you click on your shot and you see there's notes, you can see here clearly that there's tracking that's been sent out, the information with that, the annotation frames. Also, production will be able to respond to here as far as ETAs go, or if the information has been sent back to us and received. All that information will reside right here directly underneath that. So if you're curious if we have Roto for anything, this is where you will come to look for your shot information. For the most part, that is the basics of the UI for Visual Explorer. If you have any questions, again, please ask your leads. Otherwise, yeah, we'll see you in the next one.